I'm coming. Where am I?
I almost see you.
Hmm. Why am I blurry? Hold on. My virtual background is still loading. And there I
Ah,
am.
here you go. Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Oh, you look lovely for early morning.
Well, it's the red lipstick. I did it 2 minutes before I hopped on the call.
Oh, good. Love the secret. Thank you so much for coming for a quick interaction. Hopefully, that may grow into something else since we are both in Canada, it seems.
Of
Um,
course.
just to give you a context what we are doing, and then we're going to jump into talking about you. But so I'm an
Mhm,
artist and storyteller here in Canada. I've been working in communications for over 20 years.
mhm,
And 6 years ago, I started my own agency, and I've been working on a lot of interesting different projects. And these projects
mhm.
are meant to, in most of the cases, connect women. It was born from some of the challenges I faced as an entrepreneur, as
Mhm.
somebody that worked in corporate. You know the drill because I
Yes.
looked you up, so you know the challenges. And it started in Canada. We did two very successful events. Our last event, we partnered with IBM Toronto. It was huge success. But what we do differently is we include art, and then we meet women from interdisciplinary professions. And
Mm,
then something very interesting happens because they start working together, they have creative ideas. So we
mhm.
really start crossing those boundaries that have been put in front of us.
Okay.
So your interview will be part of the exhibition we're going to be doing in the castle in Lisbon. Hopefully you can come. I'll send you a link and you can sign up a couple of your clients or people that you want. Use it as a business development tool.
Yeah.
That's my key. We're partnering with PwC, so that's huge. We're going to have two of their people there.
Mhm.
An event that will show all the videos, but at the same time, it's going to live in a multi-year project. I'm going to travel with this around the world. So your words will touch a lot of people.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what the project was. And I was going to ask you because I'm supposed to be in Lisbon November 10th. So I was going to ask you how you knew I was going to be in Lisbon, but I guess it was by coincidence that your event over there, or did you see it somewhere?
Web Summit. So I've been working on
Okay.
this for 2 years, and the
Okay.
way we did it, for me, it's important to have diverse storytellers. It doesn't matter
Mhm,
if we agree at first. I believe that everybody comes from the same base. We all want to be able to sustain our families, to be healthy, to be happy. These are things that are universal. So
mhm.
my goal was to really show diverse voices. And
Okay.
I came across your profile, and I'm like, let's see. I'm so happy you agreed. Sometimes people don't because they don't understand the full picture. They don't always participate. There's a little bit, but I'm so happy when people do.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll jump in. You're not, I looked you up and I know we've been following each other for a bit. I don't remember when, but I saw that we've been connected. So,
Yes.
how bad could it possibly
No,
be?
no, women, women trying to change the world. It's not bad at all. So, Lynn, tell me about yourself. Tell me what you do, who you are.
Okay, so short answer, financial advisor, tech founder, community builder. I've been a financial advisor for 20 years. I was a young mom, so when I got into finance, it wasn't by choice. It was what career could I build that, someone without an education could do. So I'm completely independent and I still have my financial services firm. I started a tech startup about a year ago. And now we're about to go to market right after the new year across Canada. I'm actually going to be in Toronto next week for startup. I'm going to be at the startup pitch competition, so I'll be in Mississauga next week. So
Okay,
I don't
we'll,
know.
we'll
I don't
keep
know
in
where.
touch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to do like all the Toronto things while I'm down there, but that's what I'm doing, and my whole everything in everything that I do is to be the voice for people who don't know how to take that step. I'm a solutions finder or builder, and it's all related back to wealth, like the opportunity to build wealth, breaking down the barriers of wealth. So the tech startup is in the real estate space. It's breaking down the barriers to access to the home buying and real estate space. And that's in everything that I do, everything that I touch. It's how could I help break down these barriers and challenge how things have been done. Um,
When
and
you
yeah.
when you
Yeah.
started, we obviously, I find that quite often we start because of a need and then it grows into this beautiful opportunity.
Yeah.
Did you redefine success and what it means to you along that journey?
Did I find success
Did you
in
redefine? Because what I find is that we always hang on the fact that success is related to money. And yet when people, the happiest people I've met in business are those that realize it's not about money.
it's not about money, but you need money to support your
Yes.
lifestyle. So that's a message that I try to get across because especially as women, and especially women who are entrepreneurs, but in heart-centered entrepreneurship, they think that if you desire money, it's a bad thing. And the truth is that if you want to make a big impact on the world globally, you need money or access to capital to do that. And the argument, because there's always an argument like, oh, I don't know about that. The argument is speak to anybody who works in a local nonprofit organization. They're the first people to tell you that if they don't have money, they are not able to give back and help. So I am personally, I'm very low key. I'm a very simple person, but I do want to create a big impact globally. I For the longest time, I've said I'm that person. I know I am, and that's just it. And in order
What do
to
you
do that,
think? What do you
hmm,
think the world needs right now?
um, you know what I think the world needs? The world needs somebody who could bridge the gap. Like that's it. Bridge the gap. That there's so much divisiveness in everything. I mean, politics, religion, men versus women. I mean, I am in the middle of it all. But I've always been a neutral person. Always. Like I've always been someone who appreciates different points of views, which is why if you look at my network, I talk to everybody. Because in order for me to understand you, I need to talk to you and be able to sit down and respect that our opinions are different. Why is it that this person feels whatever, the complete opposite of how I feel? Something came from that. And I think this world really needs more people to stand up to challenge what's being done. Like I watch a lot of news. I watch a lot of news because I like to stay up to date, and I don't watch one particular news channel or even on social media because I want to know what people are saying and how they're saying it and their point of views. And I can't believe that there aren't more people who are standing up and saying, this is not cool.
I think they
What's
are, but we're in a real because I'm currently doing my master, so this is a project that I want to push forward to show that there are alternative ways of bridging that gap. But I
Mhm.
feel we're in a bit of a trance with media technology, with all the corporations. There's so many power dynamics that are playing, and
Oh,
I feel
1,000%. Yeah.
what do
Sorry.
you and I like what you say that we need to stand up because we are lacking action, right? Like people were very active behind the keyboard to express an opinion.
Exactly.
The keyboard
Exactly.
activists, we have plenty. But when
Yeah.
it comes to action like what we're doing now, going out there, putting yourself out there, being brave, do you feel that women have, why are women not stepping up? I see a lot of women that have amazing ideas. They have, and there's fear. There's obviously fear. Not just in women, I think in men in general, humanity has some fear. How
Yeah.
can we overcome that?
We need to keep talking about it and we need to show examples of breaking down that fear. Like, what is that fear? So I actually wrote a book about that. So I released it earlier this year. It's called The Audacity to Own It. And the concept, I never planned on writing a book. It actually stemmed from a TED Talk I was supposed to do. So when I was meeting with my TED Talk coach, she asked, what do you want to talk about? I said, I don't know. I have no idea what I want to talk about. I could talk about anything. And we broke it down to what's the one thing that people always ask you? And I said, that's easy. How do you do it? Because I manage a lot. Like for an outsider looking in, it looks like I have a lot on my plate, but I really don't because I manage everything very well. And one of the reasons why is because I take the emotions out of my decision making. So I am very good at saying no. I'm very good at delegating, even to my own family, because sometimes family is the hardest to say no to.
Yeah.
And because of that, I live a relatively stress-free life. If I lost everything tomorrow, my husband and I, and my husband's similar to me, if we lost everything tomorrow, okay, well, we won't be happy. We won't be jumping in the streets, but I know that the next step would be, okay, what do we need to do now?
So how did
And
you get to that mindset? Because that's a mindset.
my father taught me that growing up. I thought he was silly when he used to tell me that. It wasn't until, so I was a young mom. I had my first when I was 19. We got married. We ended up having four children together. And then right before my 30th birthday, we split up. And that was when like a light switch went off. And I said, if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to be a single mom without completely losing it, I need to I need to stop making emotional decisions. I need to take care of myself first. I need to, my role as a parent, as a mother, is to set up my children for adulthood. And I'm not going to coddle them. Not that I really was, but there's no time to coddle them. There's no time to spoil them. You're going to give them life lessons. They're going to become independent and responsible. I mean, my youngest was two, but based on the ages and the capabilities of the children. And that's just that. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to make it. And it was like a light switch. If I was still married to my ex-husband, I would not be who I am today. That's without a doubt.
Yesterday I was talking to another wonderful woman, and we were talking about that how chaotic sometimes our career is. And I look at my life and how chaotic it is, but then you see that line that makes you who you are, and the more you appreciate it, the
Yeah,
more in tune you are with your
yeah,
purpose. It's truly
yeah,
is finding about that. What are you supposed to be in this on this earth, right? That's about it. Do you,
exactly.
last question. Do you have a creative side? I quite often find, with some of the CEOs and executives that I've interviewed, and it turns out they like to sing, they like to paint. So this is a key aspect. Is there anything that you do in your creative side? No?
No,
What is it
I
that you
don't.
like to do? How do you balance it?
I don't have a creative side. I I don't have a creative side at all. At all.
And
I've
yet
tried
you
to,
came with a red lipstick.
yeah, exactly, because someone told me. See, I'm a very good listener. I'm a very good student. So I'm not good with colors. I don't understand colors. This is why when developing my app, I had to hire a UX designer because what I came up with was completely off. What I thought would work was completely off. And then that's when I started to appreciate design and creativity and user experience, something I never had to think about before. I'm not a very creative person.
But you're now part of a global video exhibition, so I think
I
this will be a great start for you. I'm very excited, actually.
I know I appreciate art. I'm not a creative person. I'm a people person. That's if somehow we could incorporate that into the
That's
creativity.
that
I
is
can
art. Yeah,
I'm creative with
making
ideas. I'm creative with ideas. Um, I'm a sounding board for women who have a business idea and they just want to kind of, okay, what do I do with this now? So I'll tell them, give me 10 minutes, shoot it at me and I'll tell you where to go with it. And by the time we're done, they kind of have a direction.
Lynn, it was so wonderful to talk to you. I have to jump in the other one, but I'd love for us to take this conversation further
Yes.
and grow our connection. I'm going to send you the link to sign up and think about who you may invite to come with you and experience that. Use it as an opportunity while you're there as
Yeah,
your gift to someone else.
exactly. All
Yeah,
right. Sounds good. Well, thanks
wonderful.
for
And let
reaching
me
out.
know when you're in town tomorrow, next week.
Yeah, next, I'll let you know. I'll shoot
Okay,
you an email. Take
wonderful. Have a
care.
good day. Bye.
Bye.